Last night during some high winds, a tree fell behind a debris shelter here at our school property. So today I was in the process of limbing it and bucking it up for firewood here at this campsite. And I thought I'd do a quick video to explain how to properly limb a tree and keep yourself safe. Using an axe is going to be your best bet every time. It requires the least amount of energy. A saw is okay, but that motion all day of having to cut into these branches will wear you out really quickly. And trying to break these branches off is just not a good idea. The possibility of injury and the use of energy is just not practical. So two things you need to keep in mind when you're using an axe to limb up a tree to keep yourself safe. Number one, use the main part of the tree to separate you and the axe. And what I mean by that is when I stand up here in a second, I'm going to keep myself on one side of this trunk and I'm going to keep my axe on the other side. So that way when I swing this axe, if it glances in any direction, okay, off of that, it's going to stay away from me. Even if I miss that and come in here, it should bite into the trunk of the tree, not into my leg. Secondly, you always want to cut in the direction that the branches were growing. So in this case, I would cut from the bottom side of this branch. It's going to cut off a lot cleaner because of the way the growth rings are compared to cutting in. They'll pull it into the trunk of the tree. So we want to cut up the direction that the branches were growing. So again, I'm going to just take my axe. I'm going to stand even or in front a little bit. I'm in a little bit of a weird position with a tree here, but it's still very doable. So I'm going to hit up in this direction. Again, if this glances off, it's going to keep me safe and injury free. So I just want to get in here. And you could see that swipes off very, very clean. So if you keep those two things in mind with limbing up a tree, number one, keep the trunk between you and your axe and cut in the direction that the limb was growing. It makes life very easy around camp, saves a lot of energy, and it'll save a lot of time in the long run. This was Dan Coalcracker Bushcraft. Stay in the woods.